What's happening, everybody? PureSalvation here, and I've got another Black Ops commentary for you guys. I know I haven't posted one in a little bit, and this is one of those games where I have no in-game audio, as you guys know, as a result of the audio cord not being plugged in when I was recording, which was an unfortunate mess and caused a lot of my gameplays to not have any audio, but that's okay. We can still pull through this together, and let's just have a great time with this. So this was definitely a potential behind the mine video, but just not having the audio was just an absolute killer. We already start out this game behind majorly, and I think this would have been a perfect video to show you guys exactly what I do, but I guess I can sort of give you a behind the mine feeling towards this game. It won't be an official behind the mine video, but it will be it will have that, I guess, atmosphere around this video. So what have I immediately done? Well, we started out getting dominated, and my philosophy is always take C and B on this map, especially, because jungle is the map to get a spawn control, is the map to have good map control on, especially with C and B and spawn trapping at A, because it's much more effective than the other way around. Because it's a bit difficult to explain why. I just feel it's all about your feel, and some people might not agree, but I feel that it is always better to have C and B and spawn trap at A because it's much easier. So what have I done straight off the bat right as we joined the game when we were losing, or when we were getting dominated? Well, that's obvious. We spawned closest to A, so I thought to myself, what the heck? The enemy's spawning at C, so let's just take A. We gotta stay in this game. Getting a spawn control right now is not really the main objective, it's all about winning. And since we were able to do that, in turn, we slowly captured all 3 flags, and now we can get a solid map control going on. So now that we have C and B, we can get good map control, hold them back, and just have a great time, and just spawn trap at A. And just holding this strategy will give you great map control, and it'll help to regulate the spawns to your favor. You see, I'm spawning in a very ideal position, right in the bunker of C. That's exactly where I want to be. You guys might think it's weird, but it's actually really, really good if you spawn in the bunker of C, because boom, the C flag's right there, and the B flag's just one grenade throw away. So if you think about it, it's much better to spawn around C and B rather than to spawn A and B. Look at this spawn. This is amazing. I'm in the dead midpoint of C and B, so if we ever start to lose one of these two, then I can get right to it and protect the flag immediately. So that's something you guys should keep in mind, because when you spawn at B, when you have the A-B combination, you start spawning at A and the enemy's pushing B, you're going to start spawning way farther in the ruins, and it's going to take you a while, and most of the time the grenade throws are not going to cut it and make it to B. So that's just something for you guys to keep in mind. And so right here, the reason why I didn't go after the B flag and try to save it is because the people that I'm running with a party, they said they had it, so I let them have it. So what I'm trying to do here, you see this right here. This is probably one of the most important positions in this map when you're holding this domination combo, is holding the village. The village has 2 to 3 spawn points that are always in favor of the A domination flag, so you must have at least 2 people holding the village. Apparently nobody wanted to help me, so I decided, I'll just, I said I'll take the village by myself, so the rest of my team could watch B. But unfortunately that doesn't really happen. We lose B, so I was like, all right, we got to take B back. I'll take the village right after we hold this, because right now my main objective is winning. I don't care about my kill death. It's all about winning this game and just having fun, because winning is a lot more fun than going for KD, at least in my opinion. Probably the majority of you guys are probably going to disagree, but that's just my opinion. And so what you see me doing is I'm trying to hold the village again, and I call him my Blackbird because I was away from my position, and of course we lose B again. So now I'm thinking to myself, you can see I'm just spinning all around looking where to go. So right now I'm just trying to get my dogs and then call those dogs in and then start capping stuff, because when you call in your dogs, that's probably the priority. The enemy's priority completely changes from killing you or capturing flags to focusing on the dogs and staying alive. which is an incredible bonus when you're going for the objective, and that's just something I highly suggest that you run dogs, even though, you know, maybe Gunship does more damage. Yeah, fair enough, that's true, but you know, think of it this way: with dogs, you're playing with maybe 10 entities versus 6. If it's a 6-on-6 and you call in dogs, now it's all of a sudden it's 10 versus 6, because every time you call in dogs count. There are 8 dogs altogether, 4 that are called in at one time and 4 reserved. So let's say I call on my dogs, 4 of them come in at one time, one of them gets shot, then one of the backup 4 comes in, and now all of a sudden you have 4 in at the same time again, but with 3 backups, and that's how it works like that. The Gunship, I mean, think of it as this: if you're running the Gunship, it's all of a sudden it's still 6 versus 6, but I guess you count the Gunship as maybe like 2 or 3 people. Even then, you're still running 7 to 8 versus 6 people, because for one, even though there's 6 of you and a chopper, which should count as 7, the guy who calls in the chopper has to go into a corner someplace and call that in. So now all of a sudden you're out of the game, and the only thing that's replacing your position is the chopper, and half the time that gets shot down. So I mean, think of it that way. I mean, you guys might think, yeah, but the Gunship gets you way more kills. Hey, you might be right, but think of it this way: would you rather win? I mean, I guess if you rather win, if you rather go for a kill-death ratio, then I guess Gunship would be, I guess, a little bit helpful. But even then, to be honest, guys, I think dogs are better, because dogs even if your dogs don't get any kills, you can play much more aggressive, rush the enemy, and if there's like a dog right in front of you, more often than not, they're going to focus on the dog and excuse me, I had the hiccups, and then kill you. So, hey, it's your call. And then Gunships, the bad part about it is that most people shoot them down now, and so you might get to be able to call that in and then maybe get 1 or 2 kills, and since that thing is so hard to maneuver, well, as soon as the spawn switching and trying to turn your helicopter, that thing will get shot down, and you know, it's just a mess. So that's just my interpretation of Gunship versus dogs. So that's something for you guys to keep in mind, and I guess that's pretty much my take on it. So I do run the Chopper Gunner as a sort of a consolation to the Gunship, because sometimes the Chopper Gunner, I think it's just easier to turn and faster to turn compared to the Gunship. If you guys use the Gunship a lot, you guys will probably know what I'm talking about. But maybe for those of you who are pro at it, hey, kudos to you guys, because I'm not very good at holding or using a chopper or a Gunship myself. And as you can see, you see these guys are already starting to shoot things down. They've got Ghost and their Storellas. So what am I thinking? Do I have to even? I mean, I think I've proved my point right there that, hey, all right. Think of it this way: if you have 2 choppers, I guess I'll have to save this idea for the next video, but yeah, I mean, it's better to have dogs and 1 chopper than to have 2 choppers, because after the first chopper, by the second time you call in your 9 kill streak after the Gunship, they're probably going to get their Storellas ready and shoot it down. But that's about it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, because I really like those. And so, yeah, that's about it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, guys, take care.